Hi, everybody. It's Zafzan. Hello, hello. I know I'm a little late on the East Coast side. It is 10 p.m. But when I do virtual events and whether I go on a live broadcast, and because I kind of like network and have a global community, I think my time zones are all just kind of like integrated together. Anyways, if you're here, say hello so I can say hello to you back. It won't take me long to get on this live broadcast, just probably about 10 minutes. So about 10:10, I'll be done, hopefully. But I just wanted to get on to kind of share with you what's coming up. I'm really excited about this. And I wanted it to be something that I can share with my tribe, my community, and for some of you, especially who's exploring this area um, of events. So, in case you're new to me and you're just like, who is she? I just found her on this live broadcast. Hi, I'm Zaf Zan, or commonly known as Definitely Zaf Zan. I am a live broadcast and virtual events producer and consultant at Entrepreneurs That Soar and also Vendor Shows Live. I just wanted to get on this quick live broadcast to kind of share a little bit about what's coming up, something I'm really excited about. It just, came about from my experiences recently producing an event, an international virtual event. So there was a lot of conversation about this topic, and I thought this would be great if I turn this into a show. And that's what I'm gonna do. So let me quickly say hello to who's here. I don't know who's here, but I see it says right here, Facebook user. I don't know who that is. I think it's one of my Malaysian connections. It says Assalamualaikum and hello to you, Zafzan. I don't know who you are, but if you I know you must be in one of my Facebook groups because I'm streaming there also. Just let me know who you are. So I say I can do a shout out to you. All right. And then I also see Anna. Hi, Anna. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. All right, folks. I just want to do a short one. Here's what happened. All right. For some of you who really have known me for a while, have been in my tribe, my community, following me, I love virtual events. When I say virtual events, it's really when I got started with virtual events. It's really out of a need for my business. If you actually go to my websites, all my websites, you can see there's a video of my story, how I got into this virtual event space. Initially, when I started, I was running an in-person networking group event, right? I did a lot of that. And then long story short, I transitioned to some sort of a online event because I wanted to bring more people to me to consume the value that I brought to the group. And then I said, that must be a better way to get people to my space instead of me, trying to get everybody to a location. And this way, because I'm so, such a global person, I can connect beyond my local, area. So that happened. She's laughing. Anna's laughing. LOL. So what happened was recently I co-produced an international holiday e-bazaar in my home country, Malaysia. So one of the things that came out, my key takeaways with my event partner, we said, what, it's funny that, people are talking about hybrid events, virtual events, the future of events, post-pandemic, will there be virtual events? And I'm saying, like, really? Is that even a question, right? Hi, Amy Mills. Welcome to broadcast. Is that even a question about having virtual events? I'm going to tell you if that is a question to you. So pre-pandemic, I've been live broadcasting, live streaming for, I think, to this year, I think it's almost 10 years. So this is, pre-pandemic and then pandemic. And then I'm like, people are just trying to adjust and find their new normal, what and how virtual events or online events play a part in their lives, their businesses, yada, 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 right? And then I was like, that must be a conversation because you know what, folks? And I have this, I'm not ashamed to share this. And if you actually tune in into what I'm going to be sharing next is, I'm having goosies just telling this, right? So I tell people there's a difference between virtual events and just having an online meeting on Zoom. And I know that many of you folks, I'm not trying to step on any toes, but I'm just trying to bring forward the thought that there is more than one way to produce or create, organize, plan, manage a virtual event. And Zoom is not always the answer. So, folks, you know what I'm doing next is this. Um, and Anna saying such pioneering use of tech for Malaysia. Thank you very much. And who's here? Gurjit Kaur. Hi, Gurjit. Good to see you. Welcome to broadcast. All right, folks, this is what's happening. I'm so excited. Okay. And this is what's happening. An inspiration, even though it's been around for a while, I now am inspired to create a program, a live programming around the topic of virtual events. So I'm going to put out the image or banner so you can have an idea of what it is. All right. So, excuse me. Sorry, my allergies. I'm going crazy. Now, June 9, which is next Wednesday, and is always going to be a Wednesday show. Okay. I am launching a brand new live broadcast talk show. It is called We Do Virtual Events Live. And what it is a really a show that will feature trailblazing conversations with global virtual event pathfinders who reimagine the traditional event experience. And if you're wondering, like, Zev, what do you mean, pathfinders who reimagine the traditional event experience? Here's what it is, folks. Right now, I feel during pandemic, post-pandemic, there are many of you folks out there, and if you agree to what I say and you find relevance in what I say, is this: say yes, me, that's me, whatever. Many people are trying to figure out the new normal for their business, what they do, how they connect with people, blah, 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 blah. Because maybe you've always, had to attend or produce, organize, plan in-person events to meet people, right? For me, I've done the online space for a long time. And I've seen some of the things that we transition, like people tell me, oh, it's a webinar. No, it's not a webinar. And the word webinar, has evolved into many other types of virtual events. You have clubhouses, you have Facebook Live, you have YouTube Live. Say yay if you get what I'm trying to say in the comment. Did I freeze? I see you say, did I freeze, Anna? Anyways, all right. So what's happening is I'm launching this show next week. My goal right now is I have 8 different areas that I would like to touch in this live broadcast, the conversation panels. So I'm going to share with you my screen so you'll have an idea what it is all about. All right, this is the website where you would go. All right, we do virtualevents.live. Okay. It will tell you all the information you need to know, okay? Especially if you're brand new to virtual events and you're an explorer. So I call you rookies, newbies who are just dabbling in the virtual event space, whether it's podcasting, Clubhouse, whether it's Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Well, you're the explorers. You're trying to figure out what type, what platform, what tools you need to have for virtual events. So the idea is to actually have panels of people coming together and have a conversation. So if you're used to watching on the show, the talk, the view, this is the format we're bringing on for the We Do Virtual Lives event. If you like this idea, say yay. I will be there and join you for June 9th. Put in the comments so I can put this up. And then I'll read your comments a little bit later as I go through this a little bit more. I see Anna's putting a comments there, but I'm just going to go through this. So you go through the one-page website, get all the information that you need, all right? You can click here. All the red buttons will tell you basically how you navigate where you want to go, okay? Then this is the 8 areas that we would like to talk about. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger just because maybe it doesn't, go very clear on the screen. Now, we are going to explore how virtual events are being used in the following areas. So we will have several networking panels. We will have a few panels for career development, education, trade industry, right? The buying and the selling, retail and all that stuff, content creators, coaching and training, event tech. And I think event tech is going to be one of the most popular, panels, because I believe I have 4 panels, 2 for content creators and 2 really solely dedicated to technology, the tools that you need for live streaming, yada yada. You can make your head spin. And then tourism and hospitality. All right, folks, I am attempting. If you like this idea, let me know. I am attempting to invite about 50 speakers for the 12-week show that runs all the way through August. And then September 1st, we will have a very special global networking event. And all my 50 speakers that I'm attempting to bring on this 12-week show, basically are folks from all over the world. And I call them pathfinders, virtual event pathfinders, because either they have had experience doing a lot of virtual events. It could be, webinar, podcasts, virtual summits, virtual conferences, virtual job fairs, blah, blah, blah. And then I will also invite people who are currently the event producers, planners, who can talk to the experience of planning, organizing, a virtual event. And that could be, a live broadcast, like a show like this, like a talk show, or, an event planner who probably started out in-person events, like virtual, like conferences, summits, trade fairs, exhibitions, but now have had to learn to evolve into the virtual event space. These are the people I'm actually inviting to the show. Anyone excited yet? So I'm going to put on my goggles here because I can't really read. So I'm going to read the comments. Does anyone like this idea? Anna's doing a shout out. Yvonne, you might dig this site so neat. Thank you. I love that you mentioned that. And then you also say, Jessica Phillips, you would dig the tech that Zeph Zen knows about. I love that you're doing all your shout outs, Anna. But this is what we're gonna do, and this is going to be launched next Wednesday. So if you can see right here, I'm gonna put up the picture. Let me put the comment off first. So I'm going to put the picture so you can see what this is all about. So June 9, we're starting, right? So save the date. Let me put it up. So save the date, June 9, we're starting. And I'm going to show you the panel that we have for next week's pilot show. You ready? Are you ready? You want to see the 5 speakers in addition to me. So we have 6 speakers for the first pilot show. Say yes, and I'm going to put it up. You love the idea? I'm glad you love this idea, Amy Mills. Thank you so much. So yes, because there has been a lot of conversation. If you're like anything like me or some of my clients or members of my community, they've always come to me and asked me like, hey, what's a great virtual event for my business, for what I do? Is it a podcast? Is it Clubhouse? For training, training consultants and coaches, which event platform do you think I should use? Should I just stay in Zoom? And I'm like, each time I hear Zoom, I'm like, no. But, everyone has a reason for choosing Zoom because of, functionality. It's easier because you're used to. But this show, the idea of this show is to expand your mind, to reimagine the traditional event experience. So this is why I'm bringing this together. And Amy says, yes, I love that. So here's the 5 speakers in addition to me, actually 6. You'll see 6 pictures, including mine. This is the first pilot show next Wednesday. It starts at 11 a.m. New York time. And in Kuala Lumpur, if you're watching this in my Facebook group for the Malaysian and Singapore group, it's going to be 11 p.m. But here's the thing, folks. If you look at this calendar, the first and third Wednesdays, the shows will be scheduled at 11 a.m. New York or 11 p.m. Kuala Lumpur time. Or second and fourth Wednesdays is going to be 9 p.m. New York, and that makes it 9 a.m. Kuala Lumpur or Malaysian time. So ready? Here are the 6 speakers, and this is panel number 1 for our pilot show next Wednesday, June 9th. Boom! Here we go. So we are definitely starting with a topic of exploring the new normal or a new normal for networking. And you can see here, I have 6 speakers, myself included, and this will be a panel for networking. As you can see, I'm going to walk through left to right. Steve Spiro is here in the US. Hillary Steele is from the UK. Leron Glickman is from Israel. Kenya Halliburton is in Alabama. Scott Gombar is a longtime colleague and friend here in Connecticut. And of course, I have moi, right? So I am pretty excited to bring you the speakers June 9. All right, it's 11 a.m. New York time, or it's actually what 11 a.m. New York. That would be 8 a.m. LA, and if you're in Central Time, that would be 10 a.m. Central Time. All right, so I would really love to share this again with all of you. Go to the website, and it's right here at the top. I'm highlighting it here. Boom. www.wedovirtualevents.live. I would love for all of you to check it out because you may find something in our 12-week program or live broadcast talk shows, a topic that might resonate with what you're exploring right now for your business and for what you do. It is going to be a talk show called We Do Virtual Events Live. And you all know that I'm all about the live concept, but I want to bring on trailblazing conversation with pathfinders, global virtual event pathfinders, so people who are already doing virtual events, not only during pandemic or post-pandemic, even way before, so they can weigh in on their experiences and share it with you. On the red button is where you can actually click. All right, I'm going to walk you through this. You can actually click and then it opens up to the actual live broadcast channel. Okay, this is where you can watch, you can sign in. This is what it looks like after you sign in. And then you can start engaging in the chat, and then you can ask questions right here ahead of time, way ahead of time. So you can drop your questions, and that's going to be really, really interesting. Yes, we're going to stream right in there. All right. And these are the topics that I'm in the area of conversation that we will be talking about. The panels will be networking, career development, education, trade industry, content creators, coaching and training, event tech, tourism, and hospitality. Tourism and hospitality will be really fun. And if you're wondering, what will I take away or discover from this event, you will see right here under what you will discover is what you will learn from this event. I don't know if you're excited. I'm really excited. My goal is to actually feature. This is my goal. I'm attempting to bring about 60 speakers for the 12-week period, and an average 4 to 6 speakers per panel or per show. So I'm really excited because at the end, September 1st, and just make sure when you go to the website, you can follow us. I'm going to show again. You can follow us on LinkedIn. In fact, you can connect when you go under shows and schedules, right? For now, we have the one for June 9. You can basically see, right now, I only have 3 speakers set up. You can basically see, the profile of the speakers, Leron, Scott, and then you can connect with them in that red button. You can connect with them on LinkedIn and engage with them, okay? I always encourage people to engage before you can connect and say, hey, I'm excited to look forward to your panel on the 6th. So go to the website, We Do Virtual Events .live and get all the information. And this is a message from me, and you can watch a video of my story, how I got started with virtual events, and go from there. And I'm really excited about this project, folks, because I really think there needs to be a conversation about virtual events. There are many kinds of virtual events. There's no right or wrong. It's just, finding the right type of virtual event for you and what you do and for your tribe. And somebody just says, Anna says, Zoom cringe la. You get it, girl. You know what I mean, right? It's not only Zoom. Zoom is a online. Oh, definitely. I've as I booked my speakers, quite a few of my speakers share my sentiment about Zoom, so that there'll be a big conversation about that. And that said, somebody just said here, hey Zen, I don't know who that is. It must be one of my Facebook group, members. I just want to say hello. If you say your name in there right now, I can't see your name, but if you say who you are, I'll say hello to you right back. And Anna says, you can do it. You can do it. Absolutely. And she's saying, whoop, whoop, the summer of Zen. Yeah. Whoop, whoop. So I think when we come out from this, September 1st is the global networking event. It will be cool to see, and to let you experience, the attendees experience, like how many people you can connect at one event. Again, this is the June 9th pilot show. It will be a networking panel. For all information, go to WeDoVirtualEvents.live and get all the info and register. Save your seat. All right. It's free to attend. It's a live broadcast talk show. So definitely go get your seat there. And I'm just going to put this up just to make sure you can get all that information also. That's where you go. And definitely a reminder, when you engage with us on social media, you can use that hashtag WeDoVirtualEventsLive. Again, first and third Wednesdays are 11 a.m. New York, and second and fourth Wednesdays, 9 p.m. New York. The reason we have two, time slots for the bi-weekly shows is because, we want to make sure that we can get global pathfinders engaged in this. All right. So again, I just want to say thank you all for being here. If you know anyone, so here's my ask. If you do know anyone who's leveraging virtual events or actively producing or working virtual events, right, for whether their business or the company they work for, and they have a story to share or an experience to share when it comes to producing virtual events, or just engaging with, actively engaging, attending virtual events for business, work, or, for whatever they do, I would love to speak to that person. Definitely connect them with me. I can definitely invite them to be a speaker on one of our panels in the future too, even if it's beyond the 12-week pilot phase. So that said, I just want to say thank you all for being here, for allowing me to share this really, really, really awesome, program. And I am going to take this out here. So all the information, make sure you go to WeDoVirtualEventsLive. And if you're wondering what the heck it is a live talk show featuring trailblazing conversations with global virtual event pathfinders who reimagine the traditional event experience. Now, that said, if you're thinking you know what, I should learn about this virtual event, and maybe my school or my college, somebody from college needs to learn how to do this or how to leverage this, right? Whether you're in education, career development, tourism, I would love to connect with you and come join our community, online community. If you go to the website, WeDoVirtualEvents.live, you can find out all the information, the community on LinkedIn, the community on Facebook. You can definitely connect with us there and get the information so you can actually discover more about virtual events and how you can leverage it for your business or what you do. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for letting me share. I think I will see you on June 9th again. This is our panel, networking. It's exploring a new normal for networking. And we have 6 speakers on this panel to kick us off and to kick off the pilot show. All right, everybody. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.